Imagine building something you truly believe will change the world, and then watching it nearly collapse within weeks. That is exactly what happened to Ethereum in its earliest days, and most people trading it now have no idea how close it came to disappearing forever. Don't confuse, and not to worry, your brother Charlie is here to make you understand exactly what happened and why it still shapes every transaction you make today. Let's rewind to the beginning. Ethereum was created with a bold promise. Unlike Bitcoin, which was mainly digital money, Ethereum wanted to be a world computer, a place where code could run itself without anyone controlling it. This idea gave birth to something called a decentralized autonomous organization, or as we like to call it, a DAO. Think of a DAO as a company with no boss, no office, and no paperwork, just code, running exactly as written, making decisions based on votes from token holders. One particular DAO became massively popular. It raised well over $100 million worth of Ether from thousands of everyday investors who believed in this dream of a trustless, automated investment fund. It was one of the largest crowdfunding events the crypto world had ever seen. People were excited. People were hopeful. And then everything changed in an instant. A weakness was discovered deep inside the smart contract code powering the DAO. This wasn't a flaw in Ethereum itself, but in the way that specific contract was written. Someone exploited this weakness and began quietly draining funds, moving Ether out little by little, almost like a leak nobody could plug fast enough. Within days, more than $50 million worth of value had slipped away. The crypto world watched in shock as one of the most celebrated experiments in blockchain history unraveled in real time. Panic spread quickly. Could this be the end for Ethereum before it even had a real chance to grow? The community was split right down the middle. Some believed in one sacred rule, that the code is the law, and whatever happens on the blockchain must stay on the blockchain no matter how painful. Others argued that thousands of innocent people were about to lose their savings because of a technical mistake, and that something had to be done to make it right. After intense debate and countless proposals, the Ethereum community made an extraordinary decision. They chose to perform what is known as a hard fork, essentially rewriting the blockchain's recent history to return the funds to their rightful owners. This was one of the most controversial moments in crypto history, because it directly challenged the idea that blockchains are supposed to be unchangeable. Not everyone agreed. A smaller group of purists refused to accept the fork, insisting the original chain, flaws and all, was the true Ethereum. That disagreement gave birth to two separate blockchains. What we know today as Ethereum is actually the forked version, while a smaller network called Ethereum Classic continues to exist as the original chain to this very day. Here is the part most people never think about. Without that hard fork, Ethereum may have collapsed entirely under the weight of investor losses and a shattered reputation. Instead, that crisis forced the ecosystem to grow up fast. It pushed developers to write safer contracts, inspired new standards for smart contract security, and taught the entire industry that even decentralized systems sometimes need human judgment to survive. So the next time someone tells you blockchain is flawless or unstoppable, remember this story. Ethereum did not become one of the most important networks in the world by avoiding disaster. It became powerful because it survived one, learned from it, and rebuilt smarter and stronger than before. Before signing off, this video is for educational purposes only. Nothing here is financial advice. Crypto trading carries significant risk. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions.